Hey everyone, it's James, and it is April 1st. It is 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, BTC, USD on the Bitfinex exchange. So every single bar represents 4 hours. First of all, this is not investment advice, and I am going to start with what's occurring right now at this moment, and then I'll kind of backtrack a little bit. So we're breaking through these downtrends, all right? So we broke through this earlier in the morning. I let my subs know, to take advantage of it when this was occurring, and it looks like we are now moving upward as I planned. We have a very similar W formation as you see here, and once again here, and once again here. So what I think is going to unfold from this run is that we will move upward, obviously not exactly to this line, but we will move upward something like so, and then we will probably put in our double top like this and then move lower. So since we are having a repetition of patterns occurring, this is not a good sign, because obviously we can see what happens and what this pattern leads to, and that's obviously more downside, and you can just visually see that looking at the chart. You don't need me to tell you that. But also it is showing that we are repeating the same pattern, but we're also forming these very shallow bases, these little tiny V bottoms, and price is running from that. And it's kind of like you have this big bodybuilder, like I've said, with these little tiny legs, and you just push them over and that's it, and they fall. And that's what we can see. When they fall very hard and unfortunately very fast. So that's what I'm expecting. I do not expect this to be the bottom at all. This is a temporary bottom, I'll call it that, but I'm not calling this the bottom. So we'll see what happens. We're probably going to top out somewhere around 7,700, 7,800, depends on what exchange you're on, and that's ultimately going to dictate that number. So let me kind of go over the overall picture real quick. From what we have here is that we've put in a series of lower highs, and we've continued to put in those lower highs. My marker messed up right around here, but these are lower highs right here. So anyways, we've put in a series of lower highs, we've put in a series of lower lows, so my logical assumption is that we will put in a lower low from here, especially since we have the same repetition of pattern in the price action of Bitcoin. Now, just like I've said in my prior videos, I do not think it's the end of Bitcoin. However, we may have just more downside to go, and it could take a little while to get there. It's probably going to take maybe this little pop that we're going to get here is more than likely going to last a few days, possibly a week time frame we'll have before it really starts to kind of top back out and then roll back over from where we're at now. So we could get a lower low below the 6,000 low. I would say maybe mid-April to late April is when that should kind of start to unfold, and then from there, who knows where that low will be put into place, and then how price will react from there. Now, the one thing that would change my mind about that and make me think that this low is going to bring us much further is a bigger run above this purple line right here, which was the former uptrend line set. So when I zoom out, you can see the red lines all pointing down. That is the frequency between buyers and sellers encapsulating the the price action, which is what these bars represent. This is 4 hours of buyers and sellers playing tug of war. So if we can regain this area and use this area as maybe a longer consolidation area to build up a nice solid base, or even if we build up a nice solid base somewhere in this area like so, and it takes up more time, then that I think would change my mind for price action being more bullish. But if we have this little thin run up, and then we have the same formation, right, a high, a soft shoulder, and then boom, a shuffle back downward to a collapse, then it's obviously going to be a negative sign, and it's obviously just going to be the same repetitive pattern until the market has a significant change. But right now, the market does not. It's just the same exact thing. It's literally the same exact thing. So I am not bullish on the long term, just the short term right here. I think we get a little rally. How far that rally goes, like I said, I'm anticipating about 7,700, and then from there I'll roll over 77, 7,800, whatever. $100 is not a big deal in Bitcoin, but that's the zones I'm looking for. So I'll have another video tomorrow evening, but this video, this analysis should carry on probably for at least the next few days without a hiccup. But that's it for tonight. If you do like the content, please like, subscribe, follow, comment. And also too, if you would, if you want to learn more about me, see my social media links to Twitter, to my free Slack channel that I have. That's a crypto analysis, Slack channel. There's over like 160 members there, and everybody discusses like cryptocurrencies. They share their own opinions, news, charts. And you can learn more about that at geometriccharts.com. Just scroll to the bottom. There's my social media links there. If you have any questions, you can always email me or just comment, in the social media links like YouTube, Twitter, etc. But other than that, hope everybody has a great day or a great morning or a great night, depending on where you're at. And I will talk to everybody tomorrow.